Imagine you're walking through a dense forest, finding a clear, gently flowing stream. You notice how the water moves, smoothly, effortlessly, winding its way around rocks and fallen branches, never fighting against obstacles, yet always finding its way forward. This, in its essence, is Wu Wei, an ancient principle that suggests the most effective way to face life's challenges is by going with the natural flow, much like that stream. In the heart of Taoism, an old philosophy that cherishes living in harmony with the natural world, Wu Wei stands as a cornerstone. Think of it not as inaction, but as an effortless action. It's about making moves that are so in tune with the rhythms of life that they seem as natural as breathing. Wu Wei doesn't mean sitting back and letting life pass you by. Instead, it's about finding your path of least resistance, where your actions align with the ebb and flow of the universe. So, how does Wu Wei fit into our lives today? Look at your daily routine. Notice moments when you're struggling against the current, pushing too hard, where perhaps a gentler approach could yield better results. Wu Wei teaches us to recognize these moments and adjust our sails, to let the wind of circumstances carry us forward. This doesn't mean giving up on goals or stopping efforts. It's about acting wisely, knowing when to push and when to pause, and ensuring our actions are in harmony with the world around us. To start bringing Wu Wei into your life, the first step is mindfulness. Pay attention to the natural rhythm of things, how your day unfolds, how tasks come to you, and how interactions with others ebb and flow. Notice when you're forcing things and ask yourself, is there a smoother, more natural way to do this? Often there is. It might mean tackling tasks when you're most energized, having conversations when both parties are open and relaxed, or simply knowing when to step back and let things happen. Remember, practicing Wu Wei is like learning to dance with life itself. At first, you might step on a few toes, yours and others, but with time, patience, and a bit of practice, you'll find yourself moving through life with a grace and ease you never thought possible. This is the art of flowing with the Tao, and it's available to everyone, anywhere, at any time. All it asks is that we pay attention and move with, not against, the current of life. Think of a time when you faced a hurdle. Maybe it was a project at work that felt like climbing a mountain or a personal goal that seemed out of reach. Our first instinct is often to push harder, but what if there's a different way? A way that's less about force and more about flow. This is where Wu Wei offers a beacon of light. The idea is simple yet profound. Instead of meeting obstacles head-on with brute force, why not approach them like water flowing around a rock? Water doesn't stop when it encounters resistance. It simply finds a way around, over, or under. It's flexible, adaptable, and ultimately reaches its destination with ease. You can do the same. When faced with a challenge, take a step back. Breathe. Ask yourself, is there a smoother path here? Often, by giving the situation some space, a simpler solution emerges, one that requires less struggle and yields better results. To bring this concept to life, let's share a few stories of people who embody Wu Wei. There's the tale of a small business owner, Anna. When the pandemic hit, her cafe faced closure. Instead of fighting the inevitable, she accepted the flow of change, transforming her business into a delivery service for her homemade goods. Her flexibility allowed her business not just to survive, but to thrive in uncertain times. Then there's Michael, a teacher who always felt at odds with his more difficult students. By applying Wu Wei, he stopped trying to control every aspect of his classroom, choosing instead to create an environment where students felt heard and respected. This change didn't happen overnight, but with time, his classroom transformed into a space of mutual respect and effortless learning. These stories highlight how, by applying Wu Wei, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and ease. It's not about giving up control, but about understanding when to exert effort and when to let things unfold naturally. This balance is the key to a harmonious and fulfilling life. Moving through life and adopting the philosophy of Wu Wei isn't always a walk in the park. You might wonder, if I go with the flow, won't I just float aimlessly? Won't people think I'm lazy? It's natural to bump into these questions. Society often values constant action, pushing us to move faster, do more, and never stop. But Wu Wei invites us to dance to a different rhythm, one that's often quieter, yet profoundly more effective. Imagine you're planting a garden. You can't force the seeds to sprout by pulling on them. They need time, the right conditions, and a bit of nurturing. This is Wu Wei in action, understanding when to water and when to wait, knowing that nature has its tempo and all things will grow in their time. In your life, this might mean recognizing when to push forward with your efforts and when to step back and let things unfold. It's about acting not out of pressure or haste, but from a place of calm awareness, aligning your efforts with the natural timing of opportunities and challenges. Facing obstacles with Wu Wei doesn't mean giving up at the first sign of resistance. It's about approaching challenges with a mindset that seeks the path of least resistance, not through force, but through understanding and adaptability. When you hit a roadblock, take a step back. Is there another way around it? Perhaps the obstacle itself offers clues on how to proceed. By staying flexible, you keep moving forward, not by bulldozing through problems, but by navigating them with wisdom and patience. Now, let's share some tales of Wu Wei in the real world. Picture a business leader faced with a tough decision. Instead of rushing to choose, they sleep on it, allowing their subconscious to work through the problem. The next day, a clear solution emerges, one that seems almost effortless. Or consider an artist struggling with a creative block. Instead of forcing themselves to produce, they take a break, go for a walk, and let their mind wander. Suddenly, inspiration strikes, and their workflows are better than ever. These stories remind us that Wu Wei isn't passive. It's an active, dynamic way of engaging with the world that honors the wisdom of ease, timing, and natural progression. As we wrap up our exploration of Wu Wei, remember that this ancient wisdom is a gift, accessible to all and relevant in today's fast-paced world. Start small, perhaps with a moment of reflection before rushing into your next task, or by taking a deep breath when you're feeling pressured. These tiny steps can lead you toward a more harmonious, effortless way of being. And as you practice moving with the natural flow of life, you may find yourself facing the world with a newfound sense of peace, resilience, and joy. This is the beauty of Wu Wei, a path that invites us to live fully, wisely, and with ease. As you begin to weave the practice of Wu Wei into the fabric of your daily life, it's comforting to know you're not treading this path alone. People from all walks of life, each with their unique rhythms and challenges, are also discovering the gentle power of going with the flow. This shared journey, while personal in its experience, connects us in our collective quest for a more balanced and harmonious way of living. Let's consider for a moment the quiet reflection that comes with sunset. As the day closes, it offers us a natural pause, a moment to breathe and reflect on our actions and their harmony with the world around us. This daily cycle, so inherent to our lives, mirrors the practice of Wu Wei. It reminds us that there is a time for action and a time for stillness, a time to speak and a time to listen, a time to push forward and a time to let go. By observing and aligning with these natural rhythms, we find our actions becoming more meaningful and impactful, executed with a sense of right, timing, and ease. In this shared space of understanding, we find stories of individuals who have allowed Wu Wei to gently guide their actions, leading to moments of unexpected joy and success. Consider the teacher who, instead of forcing an uninterested class to follow the curriculum rigidly, introduces a new, interactive method that sparks curiosity and learning in her students. Or the small business owner who, in the face of overwhelming competition, focuses on what he loves doing, only to find his niche market and flourish. These stories, each unique in their setting, underscore a common thread. When we stop forcing and start flowing, the path forward reveals itself, often in ways we couldn't have imagined. As our exploration of Wu Wei and its place in our lives draws to a close, let's hold on to the essence of what we've uncovered. Wu Wei isn't just a concept to be understood, it's a practice to be lived. It's about finding balance in action and inaction, effort and ease, moving with the currents of life rather than against them. And as we navigate our days, let's remember the lessons from nature, the ancient wisdom of Taoism, and the stories of those who've walked this path before us. In inviting Wu Wei into your life, consider starting with small, everyday moments. Pause to observe the natural world and its effortless flow. Notice the seamless transition from night to day, the effortless bloom of a flower, or the unforced rhythm of the ocean tides. Let these natural phenomena remind you of the beauty and efficiency of moving with the flow, encouraging you to bring a sense of ease and acceptance into your own life. And so, as we part ways in this narrative, carry forward the lightness of being that Wu Wei offers. Let it guide your steps, inform your choices, and bring a sense of grace to your interactions. Remember, the art of flowing with the Tao is a journey of many steps, each one taken with awareness, openness, and the willingness to let life unfold in its beautiful, sometimes unexpected ways. Here's to finding your flow in the gentle guiding stream of Wu Wei. In this spirit of flowing with the natural currents of life, it's important to shine a light on the practical steps we can take to integrate Wu Wei into our daily routines. Just like the gentle daily reminder of a sunset or the gradual opening of a flower, incorporating Wu Wei into our lives doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Instead, it's found in the small, deliberate choices that over time shape the way we experience the world around us. Start with the morning. As you wake up, instead of rushing into your day, take a few moments to simply be. Breathe deeply, feel the air fill your lungs, and exhale any tension. This simple act of mindfulness sets the tone for your day, aligning your actions with a sense of calm and presence. It's a small step, but like the first light of dawn, it has the power to illuminate your entire day. Now think about how you approach challenges, both big and small. When faced with a task that feels like climbing a mountain, remember the water that flows around obstacles with grace. Ask yourself, what's the path of least resistance here? Sometimes, it's not about working harder, but smarter, finding solutions that are effective yet effortless. This approach not only conserves your energy, but also opens up creative avenues you might not have considered. In your interactions with others, let Wu Wei guide you towards listening more and speaking less. By doing so, you create space for understanding and empathy, allowing for exchanges that are enriching and devoid of unnecessary conflict. This doesn't mean you won't stand up for what you believe in. Rather, you choose your battles wisely, engaging in a way that is respectful and considers the flow of the conversation. Lastly, as your day comes to an end, reflect on the moments when you felt in harmony with the flow of life and those when you resisted it. Reflection is a powerful tool for growth, helping you to recognize patterns and make adjustments for the future. This daily practice of awareness and adjustment is how the principles of Wu Wei become woven into the fabric of your life, gradually leading to a more balanced and fulfilling existence. As we further explore Wu Wei and its gentle wisdom, remember that the art of flowing with the Tao is a lifelong practice. It's not about achieving perfection, but about moving closer to harmony with the natural world and our place within it. With each day, each moment, you have the opportunity to practice Wu Wei, to choose ease over effort, and to let the natural course of life guide your way. Let this understanding of Wu Wei be a lantern in the dark, illuminating your path with its soft glow. May it remind you that even in times of turmoil, there's a force of calm and clarity that you can tap into. This is the gift of Wu Wei, a serene strength that empowers you to face life's ebb and flow with grace, resilience, and an open heart. Here's to your journey, filled with the lightness of being and the deep flowing rivers of wisdom that guide you home. Diving deeper into the gentle currents of Wu Wei, we come across an essential practice that enhances our connection to this ancient wisdom: cultivating inner silence. In a world buzzing with constant noise, finding moments of quiet becomes not just a retreat, but a radical act of realigning with the natural flow of life. Imagine allowing yourself the space to just be, amid the chaos of everyday demands. It's in these pockets of silence that we can hear the subtle whispers of intuition, guiding us towards actions in harmony with the Tao. Practices like meditation or simply sitting in nature aren't just pauses. They are opportunities to cleanse our mental palate, making room for clarity and peace to emerge. As we move from silence to simplicity, we explore another facet of Wu Wei: simplifying life. This isn't about giving up possessions or ambitions, but about honing in on what truly adds value to our lives. It's about asking, does this serve my highest good? Imagine your life as a stream, and each possession, commitment, and relationship as a stone within it. Some stones enhance the flow, creating beautiful ripples, while others might obstruct it. By choosing what stays and what goes, we're not just decluttering physically, but aligning our external world with our internal harmony. Simplifying life is thus a dance of discernment, a step towards a more fluid and unencumbered existence. These practices, cultivating inner silence and simplifying life, are not just actions, but invitations to a deeper understanding and embodiment of Wu Wei. They ask us to pause, reflect, and choose paths that align with the natural rhythms of our lives and the world around us. As we adopt these practices, we find ourselves moving with a grace that doesn't come from effort, but from a profound alignment with the essence of who we are and the universe we are a part of. Turning our attention to the ever-changing dance of life, we explore the concept of adopting change through the lens of Wu Wei. Change, much like the river's flow, is constant and inevitable. It shapes the landscape of our lives, bringing with it growth and renewal. Yet, facing change can sometimes feel like standing at the edge of a vast, unknown ocean. Wu Wei teaches us to step into these waters with trust, understanding that just as the ocean has its rhythms, so too does life. By learning to move with these tides rather than against them, we discover that change is not a force to be feared, but a current to carry us forward. This perspective invites us to view each shift in our lives not as an end, but as the beginning of a new chapter, ripe with possibilities. Now let's contemplate the balance between action and stillness in finding the balance between doing and being. In the pursuit of goals and dreams, it's easy to get caught in a perpetual state of doing, where every moment is filled with activity. However, Wu Wei invites us into the space between actions, into the beauty of being. It's in this balance that life truly unfolds. Imagine a day lived with intention, where actions are purposeful and moments of stillness are cherished. Here, productivity meets peace, and achievements are not just milestones, but steps on a journey of self-discovery. Cultivating this balance doesn't require drastic changes, but simply a mindful approach to how we navigate our days, recognizing that every moment of stillness is as valuable as a moment of action. In these sections, the essence of Wu Wei becomes clearer. It's not merely a principle, but a practical approach to life that honors the natural balance between movement and stillness, change and stability. As we integrate these practices into our daily lives, we begin to see the world and our place within it with new eyes. Life becomes less about forcing our way through and more about gracefully navigating the beautiful, ever-changing landscape before us. In exploring the principles of Wu Wei, we've journeyed through concepts that invite us to align more closely with the natural flow of life. From the power of cultivating inner silence and accepting simplicity, to navigating change with trust and finding the delicate balance between doing and being. These practices offer us a blueprint for living with greater ease and harmony. Wu Wei, an ancient philosophy, still speaks profoundly to our modern lives, offering guidance on how to move through the world with less resistance and more grace. As we reflect on these insights, remember that the practice of Wu Wei is not about striving for perfection, but about fostering a deeper connection with the natural rhythms of life and our authentic selves. Its value lies in its ability to infuse our daily lives with a sense of peace and fulfillment, encouraging us to live more intentionally and in harmony with the world around us. I encourage you to keep exploring and practicing the principles of Wu Wei in your own life. Whether it's through taking moments to appreciate the silence, simplifying your surroundings, gracefully accepting change, or finding your unique balance between action and rest. Each step is a move towards a more balanced and fulfilling existence. As you continue on this path, reflect on how Wu Wei has shaped your experiences. and consider how its teachings can be further woven into the fabric of your daily life. The journey with Wu Wei is personal and ongoing, filled with opportunities for growth and discovery at every turn. If you found value in this exploration of Wu Wei and its application to our lives, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more insights and practices that can enrich your journey. Together, we can continue to uncover the wisdom that guides us toward a more harmonious and joyful way of living. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I look forward to sharing more with you.